Hello, welcome to the West Ham Grumble on Irons United with me, Alf Gasparo. So, what's been happening in the West Ham world this week? Well, look, we played Chelsea at the weekend and we got a result. It was a draw. It was a well-earned point. But let's face it, we didn't play fantastically well in an attacking sense. And it just goes to show that without Arnautovic, we're pretty piss poor up front. Now, I've got a few issues. First of all, with Antonio. You know, as far as I'm concerned, he shouldn't even be in the side. Yeah, he had a couple of opportunities and he got the ball on, well, one of his shots was on target, the other shot just went over the bar. But he's just not mobile enough. He's just not in the game enough. He's just not bullying himself. You know, you would imagine that, you know, with his size now that he's bulked up as well, that he would be helping out, bullying out in defence, you know, in midfield, you know, trying to go for the ball. Yes, he had some, you know, little moments, but still not good enough. And the quality isn't there as well. But my biggest pet hate is Lucas Perez. I'm sorry, but he's joined us. He hasn't shown it at all. He hasn't shown it in, you know, in the game, in the cup game. A couple of weeks ago, he didn't show it. You know, when he's come on a sub, he hasn't shown it. In this game yesterday, he just stood around. He stood around on the halfway line, you know, and not even putting pressure on their opposition defence, on the Chelsea defence when they were coming forward. You know, you've come on as a sub, and you are supposed to be, you know, trying to impress the manager, the Pellegrini. You're just not doing it. You know, as far as I'm concerned, he's got to try a lot better. He's got to up his work rate. You know, even if he's not successful, even if he's not getting the ball, you know, run around, pressurise the defence. So they just didn't do enough for me. I think they just didn't. They didn't work hard enough up front. Unlike Arnautovic, who puts his heart and soul into every match. He puts, you know, he really does, you know, harass the defenders, the opposition defenders. You know, he puts his body about. He puts his you know, his skill to the test, and he tests the opposition defences, and that's what he does. But unfortunately, you know, our players are not doing it. Anderson, you know, still showing flashes. Yeah, he does okay, but he's still not the player that we all hope that he would be. You know, so where we're excelling right now, we're excelling in defence, in that, you know, the partnerships are starting to work. I still think Zabaleta's doing great. Fabianski is saving our bacon over and over again, but we're still letting balls come through. You know, so it's great that we got a result against Chelsea. And on another day, you know, if we had better attackers, with better options, we would have scored those goals. We probably would have scored 3 goals. But, you know, we're letting oppositions to play too much as well. So we've still got a long way to go. We've got a lot. Look, great, we've got a win, we've got a draw, we've got 4 points. You know, we're on our way. But it's still not brilliant. You know, we got a game this week against Macclesfield. You know, we've really got to use this opportunity. And unlike what we did last season, the season before, we didn't build on momentum, and we didn't actually, you know, go to these cup games and go with desire and passion to kill the games off and win convincingly. And that's what we need to do. We need to build on momentum. And these bit part players need to step up now. Lucas Perez needs to step up. You know, Anderson, you know, needs to do a lot better. You know, maybe Pellegrini needs to rethink about certain players in certain positions as well. You know, he needs to step up his game. You know, look, let's not forget, we had 4 games. We lost those 4 games. We haven't been playing well. We got 2 decent results. Now it's a case of, let's not fail ourselves, and let's not shoot ourselves in the foot by not building on momentum. That's what Pellegrini needs to do. He needs to pick a side that's going to go out and bully Macclesfield, and you know, really bully them and get a convincing win. And I think the players need to, you know, step it up as well. If he plays Lucas Perez, he better show something, or else he can bugger off in January as well. You know, and if these players aren't playing well, then I tell you what, let's just bring the youth through. And God knows what's happening to Hernandez. You know, the bloody skiving bastard. I mean, what's he doing? You know, is he just, you know, oh, he's busy going to premieres, or he's busy going to restaurants, but he can't put a shift in, and he can't, you know, get rid of this little bug that he's got. Bollocks. you know, there's something going on there as well. So whether he's fallen out with, you know, Pellegrini, I don't know. But again, he needs to prove himself. He came last season, you know, we know what kind of a season he had. We were all kind of making excuses for him. Oh, it's not Hernandez's fault. But I'll tell you what, show yourself a bit more. Show what you've got. You know, I'm a bit fed up of these players that, you know, are not showing up and not putting in, you know, 200% effort, going above and beyond what it is, what it requires. And especially when their talent isn't that great either, you know, compared to other players. Whereas you've got the other players who haven't really got the talent, you see, but they're busting a gut, you know, trying, and it really shows, the passion really shows. You know, so we had some great players on Sunday. I'm not going to name them. They know who they are. You know who they are. But, you know, we got some players that are still letting the side down. Anyway, that's been my grumble this week. I really should be happy, and I am happy that we've got the 4 points, but I'm really pissed off, you know, with Lucas Perez and, you know, a bit with Antonio as well, and a bit with Anderson, you know, and a bit with everybody else, let's face it. All right, okay, this is my West Ham grumble. Hope you enjoyed it. Well, if you don't, well, I don't care, really. And I'll subscribe to Irons United because they're the top blokes, and, well, catch you next time, whenever that is. Cheers.